Sigma males are notorious for their apparent coldness and lack of emotion. This may be off-putting to others, but it is a sign of an introvert who has learned to balance their thoughts and ideas inwardly before presenting them externally. Sigma males can appear cold or aloof to others because they spend so much time in their heads. This is because they are continually processing information and attempting to comprehend everything around them. They are frequently portrayed as loners or weird because they do not feel compelled to conform to societal norms or expectations. They would rather be alone if it meant remaining loyal to themselves and their ideals. Because they do not fit into traditional gender roles, they are frequently misunderstood. They are not scared to question societal standards and refuse to be categorized. While some may consider this a negative trait, it is actually a strength that allows them to remain calm in stressful situations and think clearly when others are struggling. They are frequently so engrossed in a project or other mental pursuit that they lose sight of the people around them. This gives them the appearance of being cold and indifferent, when in reality, they are just concentrating on something else. Without further ado, here are 10 reasons why Sigma males are so cold. 1. They're often lost in thought. Sigma males are continually digesting information and trying to understand their surroundings. This can give the impression that they are in their own world since they are frequently buried in contemplation, making them appear aloof and chilly. They pay attention to every detail and use it to construct a complete picture of the situation. Because they are always looking for patterns and hidden meanings, they are able to see things that others may overlook. Others may struggle to follow their stream of thought as they leap from one notion to the next. Sigma men must exercise caution not to overwhelm people with their thoughts, as this can be difficult for others who are not used to thinking at such a rapid pace. It's as if their brain is constantly in overdrive, attempting to process and make sense of everything around them. This can be both a strength and a weakness because it can lead to wonderful insights while also leaving you feeling misunderstood. This is why Sigma guys prefer to spend time alone since they can think more clearly when not bombarded with external stimuli. They require time to sort through and make sense of all the information they have absorbed. Take some time to decompress if you find yourself continuously overwhelmed by people and noise. Let your thoughts roam and observe where they take you. You might be shocked by what you learn. 2. They are extremely private and enigmatic individuals. Sigma males do not feel comfortable revealing every detail of their lives to others. They are very private people who frequently keep their ideas and feelings to themselves. This can make them appear secretive or frigid, yet it is only due to their introverted personality. Sigmas want to observe and ponder before sharing their views with the rest of the world. They are also incredibly self-sufficient and independent, which can make them appear mysterious or even elusive. Others may find it difficult to get to know them because they rarely reveal much about themselves. This can be annoying for those attempting to approach a Sigma, but it is simply their need for seclusion. Because of their enigmatic nature, women often find them irresistible. 3. They are highly picky about who they let into their social circle. Sigma males are selective in who they let into their social circle. They only associate with persons they find interesting or valuable. This can give them the appearance of being snobbish or elitist, although it is simply a byproduct of their high standards. They would rather spend time alone than with someone with whom they have no relationship. This does not imply that they are frigid or antisocial. They simply favor quality over quantity in their connections. This attitude frequently leads to them having a limited circle of close friends rather than a vast circle of acquaintances. Instead of shallow relationships, they would devote their time and attention to meaningful ones. Many mistake Sigma men's selectiveness for arrogance, but they want to keep their social circle limited and intimate. This enables them to truly know the people in their lives and build deep ties with them. 4. They stay away from boring or dramatic people. Boredom and drama are two things that Sigma hates. They avoid it at all costs and will often go out of their way to avoid people who are boring or emotional. This may appear aloof or unpleasant, yet it is a protection mechanism. Interacting with these types of people might sap their energy, and they would rather to use that energy on something more constructive. They dislike small talk and like to get to the point quickly. This can make them appear abrupt, but they simply don't see the purpose in delaying. In their opinion, talking about the weather or other irrelevant issues is a waste of time. Hence, if you happen to be neglected by a Sigma, don't take it personally. They're probably simply attempting to avoid wasting their time on someone they find boring. 5. They need time alone to get their energy back. As every Sigma guy will tell you, alone time is vital for recharging. Finding the time and space to be with ourselves might be difficult in a world that constantly demands our attention. Alone time is essential for a Sigma to keep focused and clear-headed. It gives individuals the opportunity to connect with their genuine selves and explore their deepest desires. It also allows them to reflect on and learn from their experiences. They are most creative and productive when given time alone to concentrate on their projects. Take some time for yourself if you're feeling stressed or drained. You could find that it's exactly what you're looking for. While some may consider alone time to be a waste of time, it is actually a strength that allows Sigma men to retain their mental health and clarity. It might be overwhelming for some people to be alone with their thoughts for extended periods of time. Yet for a Sigma, this is a vital time to reflect on their life and focus on whatever they are doing. 6. They rarely want help. Because of their curiosity, Sigma guys frequently do not ask for assistance, even when it is required. They would rather figure it out on their own first, seeking assistance only as a last resort. This can make them appear obstinate, but they simply dislike feeling out of control. They would rather work things out on their own than rely on others. This can be irritating for those attempting to assist them because they appear hesitant to accept help. They would rather find the answer themselves, not because they are arrogant or believe they know everything. They perceive it as a personal challenge and are pleased when they succeed. Sigma guys are the type of people that are always trying to find a way out of a bad circumstance. They are confident in their ability to solve their own problems, even if it takes a bit longer. They are never satisfied until they find the perfect solution, which can lead to obsession and perfectionism. While their tenacity is laudable, it may also be their undoing at times. People may become so preoccupied with discovering the answer that they fail to seek for assistance. 7. They are not worried about impressing people. Sigma males are unconcerned with what other people think about them. They are self-assured in their talents and do not require the approval of others to be successful. Because they are not persuaded by the opinions of others, they can remain true to themselves and their ambitions. While some may try to fit in or adhere to social expectations, Sigma guys march to the beat of their own drum. Others frequently misinterpret this independence as a lack of social skills, but Sigma men just do not care about impressing others. They are self-aware and do not require others to justify their decisions. Impressing others is a game that Sigma males avoid altogether. They would rather direct their efforts toward achieving their objectives and pursuing their own interests. Thus, if you're continually attempting to impress people, take a step back and ask yourself why. What are you attempting to demonstrate? Only you can define your own self-worth, so don't allow others to tell you what it is. 8. They think rationally and logically. Sigma males can see both sides of any problem and base their decisions on facts rather than emotions. Because they are not affected by feelings or sentimentality, this attitude can make them appear cold and unemotional. They are simply very pragmatic thinkers that want to make decisions based on logic and reason. This strength enables individuals to remain cool in stressful times and think clearly when others are struggling. While others are attempting to determine how they feel about something, Sigma guys are already attempting to determine what to do about it. They view the world in terms of cause and effect, and they are constantly looking for solutions to improve the situation. Their rational attitude can sometimes be perceived as a fault, making them appear emotionally disconnected. An impetuous buy or an emotional decision will never sway a Sigma male. They are constantly prepping for the worst-case scenario. This gives the impression that they are constantly in charge, but it also implies that they are always prepared for whatever comes their way. 9. They enjoy working alone. Sigma males are not the type of people that require continual supervision or guidance. They are quite capable of working independently and frequently prefer it. They may appear uncooperative or even tough to work with, yet it is due to their independence. They despise being micromanaged or told what to do and want to operate on their own terms. Because they can't bear having a boss watching their every move, they often become entrepreneurs or freelancers. They require the freedom to work on their own timetable and on their own projects. They will become unhappy and unproductive if they feel limited or suffocated. Sigmas do not require someone to hold their hand through every stage of the procedure because they are self-assured. This isn't to say they don't get along with others. Sigmas are perfectly capable of working in groups, but they prefer to do so on their own terms. When they collaborate with others, they frequently take charge and assume leadership. They dislike being in the spotlight, not because they are domineering or control freaks, but their independence and natural tendency to take charge can occasionally place them in a leadership position, even if they don't want it. Sigma men want to work by their own rules, which makes them appear strange and chilly to the typical person. This will not disturb them because they are quite content working alone and do not require the approval of others. 10. They are incredibly independent and do not seek approval from others. Sigma males are self-sufficient thinkers who do not need affirmation or praise from others. They are self-assured in their talents and understand that they do not need anyone's permission to accomplish their goals. Because of their strong sense of self, this can sometimes come across as arrogance. Sigma guys will not back down from standing up for what they believe in, even if it means going against the norm. They would rather build their own way than follow in the footsteps of others. Sigmas can appear chilly or unapproachable because of their independence. Others may believe they don't care about anyone or anything, when in truth, they simply don't need anyone's approval to feel good about themselves.